Welcome to my channel World of Coins, the place where history meets treasure. Here, every coin tells a story, from the oldest United States classics that shaped our past to the newest rare discoveries that amaze collectors today. If you love the thrill of uncovering hidden value, exploring the beauty of design, and learning the secrets behind coins worth fortunes, then you're in the right place. Join us as we dive deep into the world of rare U.S. coins, both old and new, and reveal the fascinating details that make them priceless. Top 1. The Mercury Dime is one of the most beloved coins in American history, admired not only for its beauty but also for the period it represents. The 1937 edition of this dime is especially fascinating, combining artistry, rarity, and collectible appeal. The Mercury Dime, officially called the Winged Liberty Head Dime, was designed by Adolph A. Weinman. He was a celebrated sculptor who created several iconic works for U.S. coinage, and his design for the dime has stood the test of time. On the obverse, the coin features a portrait of Liberty wearing a winged cap, which symbolizes freedom of thought. Many people mistook the image for the Roman god Mercury, and that's how the coin gained its famous nickname. The inscription, Liberty, curves around the top of the coin, while the words, In God We Trust, sit to the left of Liberty's neck. The date, in this case 1937, is positioned prominently at the bottom. The reverse side is equally striking. It shows a fasces, a bundle of rods tied around an axe, symbolizing unity and strength. To the right of this symbol is an olive branch, representing peace. Encircling the reverse are the inscriptions, United States of America, and, one dime. Between them, the motto, E Pluribus Unum, reminds us of the nation's enduring principle of unity. The 1937 Mercury Dime came from multiple mints, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins without a mint mark were struck in Philadelphia, while D and S marks identify their respective mints. Philadelphia produced the highest number of dimes that year, while Denver and San Francisco produced far fewer, making those mint marks more desirable to collectors. At a glance, the Mercury Dime may seem small, but its silver composition makes it a coin of real intrinsic value. It was struck in 90% silver and 10% copper, giving it both durability and lasting beauty. By 1937, America was still recovering from the Great Depression. Silver coins like the Mercury Dime represented both everyday commerce and a reminder of national resilience. Circulated coins from this year are still relatively easy to find, but coins in higher grades, those with full luster and minimal wear, are far more scarce and much more valuable. One of the most important details collectors look for is the condition of the bands on the fasces on the reverse. If the horizontal bands are fully struck and clearly separated, the coin earns the coveted full bands designation. Full bands Mercury dimes are especially valuable, as they demonstrate the highest quality of strike and preservation. A 1937 dime with this feature is always in high demand among serious collectors. Proof Mercury dimes were also struck in 1937. These were specially made for collectors, with mirrored fields and sharp details. Very few were produced, making them exceptionally rare. The artistry of Weinman's design is best appreciated in high-grade or proof examples, where every detail of Liberty's cap and the fasces stands out in sharp relief. Collectors often remark that the Mercury Dime is one of the most beautiful coins ever minted in the United States. Its symbolic imagery and elegant design make it a timeless classic. Grading plays a central role in determining value. Coins are examined for luster, strike, marks, and eye appeal, with top-grade coins commanding extraordinary prices. The 1937 Mercury Dime can range from being worth only its silver value in worn condition to tens of thousands of dollars in gem-quality grades. The difference lies entirely in rarity and preservation. Numismatists also treasure the history behind the coin. Each Mercury Dime is not only silver, but also a reminder of the people, struggles, and victories of the era. For beginning collectors, the 1937 dime offers an accessible starting point. For advanced collectors, it presents opportunities to chase scarce varieties, high grades, and elusive full bands. Examples, auction records have shown 1937 Mercury dimes achieving breathtaking results. When a coin combines rarity, condition, and desirability, it sparks fierce competition among bidders. The Mercury Dime series ended in 1945, replaced by the Roosevelt Dime in 1946. That means the 1937 dime is part of the later years of this iconic design, adding to its historical interest. Even today, collectors love the thrill of searching for Mercury dimes in coin shops, auctions, and collections. Each one feels like a small piece of living history. What makes the 1937 Mercury dime so fascinating is its ability to bridge the gap between artistry and utility. It was a coin used for everyday purchases, yet it stands as a miniature work of art. The silver content gives it a timeless appeal, while its design ensures it will never be forgotten in the story of American coinage. For more than 8 decades, the Mercury dime has captivated collectors, and the 1937 edition is no exception. Its scarcity in top condition ensures that demand will always remain strong. So whether you are just beginning your coin collecting journey or you are a seasoned numismatist, the 1937 Mercury dime is a coin worth studying, appreciating, and perhaps even adding to your collection. And while most examples of this coin are valued modestly, the finest known and rarest preserved pieces of the Mercury 1 dime from 1937 have been valued as high as $224,000. Top 2. The Roosevelt Dime is one of the most enduring coins in United States history, and the 1980 edition carries with it both everyday familiarity and hidden treasures for collectors. While it may look ordinary to most people, this year's dime holds special stories worth exploring. The Roosevelt Dime was first introduced in 1946, following the death of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. His image was chosen not only to honor his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II but also because of his personal connection to the March of Dimes, an organization dedicated to fighting polio. On the obverse of the 1980 dime, we see the familiar left-facing portrait of Roosevelt. His strong features are sharply engraved, with the word Liberty placed boldly to the left and the motto, In God We Trust, positioned beneath his chin. Just below Roosevelt's neck is the initials, JS, standing for John R. Sinek, the coin's designer. To the right side sits the date 1980, marking the year of minting. Depending on where it was struck, the dime may carry no mint mark, which indicates the Philadelphia Mint, or a D for the Denver Mint, or an S for the San Francisco Mint. Each mint mark adds unique context for collectors. The reverse design is equally iconic. It displays a lit torch in the center, symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch on the left for peace and an oak branch on the right for strength and independence. Above the design stretches the inscription, United States of America, while the motto, E Pluribus Unum, is centered across the middle. At the bottom sits the denomination, 1 dime, ensuring clarity of value. The composition of the 1980 dime is a clad mixture of copper and nickel, with a pure copper core and layers of nickel for durability and shine. This was the standard since 1965, when silver was removed from circulating dimes. Though the removal of silver reduced intrinsic value, it allowed dimes like those from 1980 to be struck in massive quantities for circulation. Billions were produced, yet rare varieties and high-grade examples remain highly collectible. Collectors pay close attention to the condition of 1980 dimes. Circulated examples may only be worth face value, but those preserved in pristine mint state can command significant premiums. Proof coins from San Francisco are another highlight. These specially made dimes have mirror-like surfaces and frosted devices, standing apart from business strikes. Collectors prize them for their beauty and precision. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1980 dime is the presence of mint errors. From off-center strikes to double strikes and die clashes, mistakes in the minting process can create coins that are highly valuable today. Even small varieties, like repunched mint marks or minor double dies, add extra interest. Error collectors know that these mistakes transform ordinary coins into unique rarities. High-grade coins graded MS67 or higher are very scarce. Finding such examples requires not only luck but also careful preservation. Since most dimes from this year were used heavily in commerce, for collectors, the thrill lies in the hunt. Searching rolls of dimes, coin shops, and auctions for that perfect 1980 dime is part of what makes numismatics such a rewarding hobby. While many dismiss the Roosevelt dime as common, numismatists recognize its artistry and symbolic meaning. The combination of liberty, peace, and strength on the reverse tells the story of America in a compact, elegant way. The historical timing also makes this coin meaningful. The 1980 dime circulated during a period of significant change in the United States, as the nation entered a new decade filled with challenges and opportunities. The San Francisco proof dimes from 1980, struck in smaller numbers, stand out as premium collector pieces. Their exceptional quality offers a glimpse into what the dime could look like at its finest. Roosevelt's enduring presence on the coin reflects the respect Americans hold for his leadership. For nearly 8 decades, his portrait has been a fixture in pocket change, a silent tribute carried daily by millions. Numismatists also note the balance of the design. The torch and branches on the reverse are not only symbolic but also artistically arranged, showcasing harmony between strength and peace. Even though billions of 1980 dimes exist, not all are equal. Some have survived untouched, retaining their mint brilliance. Others show the wear and tear of decades in circulation, their surfaces telling stories of countless transactions. The rarity of certain high-grade examples ensures that demand among collectors remains strong. Auction records demonstrate that a perfect coin from this year can achieve impressive results. Coins like the 1980 dime also remind us of the importance of preservation. A simple act of setting aside a shiny coin decades ago could result in a treasure worth thousands today. For new collectors, the 1980 dime is a great entry point. It teaches lessons about mint marks, errors, proof coins, grading, and the joy of discovering history in everyday money. For advanced collectors, it presents challenges to locate rare varieties and achieve complete sets. Each discovery adds depth and meaning to a collection. The Roosevelt Dime series continues to this day, but each year carries its own uniqueness. The 1980 dime reflects both mass production and hidden rarity, making it an exciting study for anyone interested in coins. Its small size hides its great significance. Every detail, from Roosevelt's portrait to the Torch of Liberty, reminds us of the ideals the United States holds dear. So next time you come across a dime from 1980, don't dismiss it as ordinary change. Take a closer look, because you might just hold something extraordinary in your hands. And while most examples of the Roosevelt 1 dime from this year are only worth 10 cents, the finest, rarest, and most exceptional examples have been valued as high as $100,000. Top 3. The Roosevelt dime has been a trusted part of American coinage for decades, and the 1985 edition of this small but powerful coin carries history, artistry, and collectible intrigue. What seems like just an everyday dime can actually hide remarkable stories and surprising value. The series itself began in 1946, the year following the death of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. His portrait was chosen because of his leadership during challenging times and his role in supporting the March of Dimes, a campaign to fight polio. On the obverse of the 1985 dime, we see the left-facing bust of Roosevelt. His profile shows fine detail in the hair and face, a design created by John R. Sinek, whose initials, JS, appear just below Roosevelt's neck. The word Liberty stretches along the left edge, while In God We Trust is inscribed just beneath the chin. The date 1985 sits prominently on the right, clearly marking the year of minting. Depending on the origin, these dimes may bear a mint mark. Philadelphia issues from 1985 have no mint mark, Denver coins carry a D, and San Francisco proof coins carry an S. These tiny details can make a big difference to collectors. The reverse design is instantly recognizable. At the center stands a torch of liberty, symbolizing enlightenment and freedom. On one side is an olive branch for peace, and on the other, an oak branch for strength and independence. United States of America arcs around the top rim of the reverse, while the motto E Pluribus Unum runs across the middle. At the bottom, the denomination, 1 dime, reminds us of the coin's face value. The 1985 dime was struck in a clad composition of copper and nickel, with a solid copper core sandwiched between 2 layers of nickel. This composition had been in use since 1965, when silver was removed from circulating dimes. Billions of dimes were minted in 1985, making them common in everyday transactions. Yet within that massive number, certain coins stand out for their rarity, condition, or striking errors. Collectors are especially drawn to high-grade mint state examples. A 1985 dime that has never seen circulation, with brilliant luster and no wear, is far more desirable than one that has passed through countless hands. Grading plays a crucial role in determining a coin's value. On the 70-point scale, coins graded MS65 and higher are scarce, and MS67 or MS68 examples are extremely rare, often commanding remarkable prices. Proof coins struck at the San Francisco Mint in 1985 are another highlight. These coins were made with special care, featuring frosted devices and mirror-like fields, creating a striking contrast collectors love. Some of these proof coins are considered deep cameo, meaning they have exceptional contrast. These high-quality pieces often fetch higher values on the collector's market. Mint errors are another source of fascination. Off-center strikes, double dies, and die cracks are just a few of the types of mistakes collectors hunt for in 1985 dimes. Even small anomalies, like repunched mint marks or subtle doubling, can transform an ordinary dime into a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The appeal of the 1985 dime is not just its design but also its role in American history. Coins like this circulated during a period of economic shifts and cultural change, quietly connecting millions of people in everyday life. Despite its small size, the dime carries immense symbolism. The torch, oak, and olive branches together capture liberty, peace, and strength, values that remain central to the nation. Collectors often remark on the beauty of the Roosevelt Dime's reverse design. It is simple yet powerful, combining meaningful imagery into a balanced and elegant layout. The Philadelphia Mint produced the largest number of dimes in 1985, while Denver struck slightly fewer. San Francisco proof coins were minted in smaller numbers, making them more sought after. Finding a perfectly preserved coin from 1985 is no easy task. The majority of these dimes saw heavy circulation, and most surviving examples show scratches, wear, or loss of luster. That is why the discovery of a gem-quality 1985 dime feels like striking gold. Collectors are willing to pay premiums for coins that retain their original brilliance and sharp detail. Auction records reveal that certain 1985 dimes, especially those graded at the highest levels, have achieved astonishing values. These rare examples prove that even modern coins can hold significant worth. The story of the 1985 Roosevelt dime is a reminder that not all treasures come in large packages. Sometimes, the smallest coin can be the most fascinating piece in a collection. It also teaches collectors an important lesson about patience and careful searching. A coin that looks ordinary at first glance may reveal unique qualities under closer inspection. From pocket change to prized collectibles, the Roosevelt dime has a legacy of resilience. Each coin connects us to history, artistry, and the enduring memory of Franklin Roosevelt himself. The 1985 edition, though common in circulation, remains special for those who know where to look. Its mint varieties, proof coins, and rare high-grade survivors make it an exciting year for numismatists. So the next time you see a Roosevelt dime dated 1985, take a second look. It could be just another coin, or it could be something extraordinary hiding in plain sight. And while most examples of this dime are worth just 10 cents, the finest, rarest, and most exceptional 1985 Roosevelt one dime has been valued as high as $75,000. Top 4. The Roosevelt dime has long been a staple of American pocket change, and the 1999 edition holds a special place in the story of modern coinage. To the casual spender, it may appear to be nothing more than a small, everyday coin. But to collectors and numismatists, the 1999 Roosevelt dime is far more than ordinary. Introduced in 1946, the Roosevelt dime was created as a tribute to Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. His leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, combined with his dedication to the March of Dimes campaign, made him the perfect figure to represent the 10-cent coin. The obverse of the 1999 dime continues John R. Sinek's original design, featuring Roosevelt's dignified portrait facing left. His profile is bold and confident, reflecting his strength and resolve during some of America's most difficult times. To the left of his face, the word "Liberty" is inscribed. Just beneath the chin lies the motto, "In God We Trust." The year 1999 appears to the right of the portrait, with the mint mark nearby indicating where the coin was produced. The initials, JS, placed just below the neckline, honor the designer John Sinek. Though simple, these details tie the modern 1999 dime back to its origins in the mid-20th century. On the reverse, the symbolism is both powerful and timeless. A torch sits at the center, representing liberty. To the left is an olive branch, symbolizing peace, and to the right is an oak branch, standing for strength and independence. The inscriptions complete the design. United States of America arches along the top, E pluribus unum appears across the center, and one dime rests boldly at the bottom. Together, they communicate the values upon which the coin was built. By 1999, Roosevelt Dimes were struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition. This means the coin is made of a pure copper core with nickel outer layers, giving it a silvery appearance without the expense of real silver. While this composition may lack the intrinsic value of silver dimes from earlier decades, the 1999 dime still holds interest due to condition, rarity, and unique varieties. These factors can transform a common coin into a collector's prize. Billions of Roosevelt dimes were struck in 1999, mainly at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The San Francisco Mint also produced proof versions, which were included in annual proof sets. Philadelphia coins carry no mint mark, Denver issues display a D, and San Francisco proof coins bear an S. For collectors, these small mint marks are essential in identifying where the coin originated. The proof coins from San Francisco are especially popular. Struck with specially prepared dies on polished planchets, they feature sharp detail, mirror-like surfaces, and frosted devices. Many collectors seek out deep cameo examples, which display strong contrasts between the frosted portrait and the brilliant background. Bearer coins from 1999 are another source of excitement. Misstrikes, double strikes, or off-center strikes can make these dimes extremely valuable. Even small errors, like die cracks or repunched mint marks, add uniqueness to the coin. High-grade mint state coins also attract attention. Coins that remain uncirculated, with no scratches or wear, and full original luster can reach impressive prices at auction. Grading plays a major role in this. Coins are evaluated on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing perfection. A 1999 dime graded MS68 or higher is a remarkable find, and only a handful exist at such levels. The hunt for these gems can be thrilling. Collectors often search through rolls, bags, or even pocket change in hopes of finding a pristine example overlooked by others. Although the 1999 dime was mass-produced, finding one in flawless condition is no easy task. Billions may exist, but near-perfect examples remain rare. This is why serious collectors are willing to pay large sums for exceptional pieces. The market rewards scarcity and perfection. Even among modern coins, the Roosevelt dime itself has stood the test of time, unchanged in design for decades. Its classic look makes it instantly recognizable, while its symbolism continues to resonate with each new generation. Roosevelt's portrait is not just a likeness but a reminder of leadership, perseverance, and humanitarian spirit. Carrying this image on a coin reinforces the values he represented. For younger collectors, the 1999 dime is a great entry point into numismatics. It is modern enough to be found in circulation, yet rare enough in top condition to spark curiosity and excitement. For seasoned numismatists, the coin represents a challenge. Tracking down a flawless 1999 dime or identifying a rare error requires skill, patience, and sometimes a little luck. The reverse design also adds to its charm. Liberty, peace, and strength are qualities that speak to the heart of America, and they remain as relevant in 1999 as they were when first introduced in 1946. Some 1999 Roosevelt dimes have been auctioned for impressive prices, surprising those who once dismissed them as common change. This proves that every coin carries potential, no matter how ordinary it may seem. It is these stories of discovery and hidden value that keep coin collecting alive and exciting. The chance that a dime in your pocket could be worth a fortune fuels the passion of collectors everywhere. Even though most 1999 dimes are only worth their face value, the rarest and finest examples remind us that hidden treasures are always out there. This is the magic of numismatics, transforming a simple coin into a piece of history, art, and value. The 1999 Roosevelt dime is a shining example of this magic, and while many may spend it without a second thought, the rarest 1999 Roosevelt dimes have been valued as high as $43,000. Top 5. The Roosevelt dime is a coin that most people handle every day without ever giving it much thought. Yet, when you take a closer look at the 2001 edition, you begin to uncover fascinating stories that combine history, art, and the pursuit of hidden treasures. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor Franklin D. Roosevelt, who had passed away the year before. He was admired not only for leading the nation through tough times but also for his role in founding the March of Dimes, a campaign aimed at eradicating polio. On the obverse of the 2001 dime, Roosevelt's profile continues to stand proudly. His left-facing portrait, designed by John R. Sinek, is bold and sharp. The design emphasizes his steady expression, a look that reflects his legacy as a president who inspired resilience. Above the portrait is the word liberty. Just beneath his chin appears the phrase, "In God we trust." The year 2001 is placed to the right, and depending on where the coin was struck, you will notice either no mint mark, D, or an S. The initials, JS, rest neatly on the neckline, acknowledging the designer who crafted this iconic piece of American coinage. While many overlook such details, collectors pay close attention to every symbol on a coin. Turning the coin over reveals the reverse design that has been in place since the dime's introduction. At the center, a torch symbolizes liberty. To one side rests an olive branch, representing peace, and on the other side stands an oak branch, representing strength and independence. Encircling these images are inscriptions that define the coin. United States of America curves along the top, E pluribus unum lies across the middle, and 1 dime anchors the bottom. These words carry tradition and pride. By 2001, Roosevelt Dimes were struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, consisting of a pure copper core with nickel plating. This formula had been used since 1965, after the U.S. stopped minting circulating silver dimes. Even without silver content, the 2001 dime offers plenty of appeal for collectors. Its value depends not on precious metal, but on condition, rarity, and unique errors that set certain examples apart. The Philadelphia Mint struck coins without a mint mark, the Denver Mint issued coins with a D, and the San Francisco Mint produced S-proof dimes. Each mint had its role in creating billions of coins for everyday use. Proof dimes from San Francisco stand out for their quality. Made with polished planchets and carefully prepared dies, they have mirror-like fields and frosted details. Many proof coins from 2001 are prized by collectors who seek the finest examples. Deep cameo proofs, which show especially strong contrast, are even more desirable. These coins glow with beauty and display the artistry of coin production at its highest level. Error coins are another exciting category. Off-center strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, and double dies can all appear in 2001 Roosevelt Dimes. Each error is unique, and some can bring impressive premiums at auction. Repunched mint marks and other die varieties also add to the fascination. For collectors, even the tiniest anomaly can make the difference between an ordinary dime and a rare prize. Grading plays a huge role in determining the value of a 2001 dime. Coins are assessed on the 70-point Sheldon scale, with MS-70 representing a perfect specimen free from flaws. Very few coins achieve such lofty grades. High-grade mint state examples of the 2001 dime are extremely difficult to find. Most dimes entered circulation quickly, and the constant wear of daily use diminishes their sharpness and beauty. Finding a gem-quality 2001 dime, untouched and unblemished, is a challenge. Collectors know this and are willing to pay premium prices for such examples. The Philadelphia and Denver issues are common in worn condition, but rare in pristine condition. This is what makes coin collecting so exciting. A coin you find in pocket change could potentially be a hidden gem. The proof coins, while more plentiful in good condition, are sought after for their elegance. Collectors aim to complete full proof sets, which makes the 2001 proof dime an important piece. Even though billions of 2001 Roosevelt dimes were produced, it is not the quantity that determines value but the quality. Exceptional coins will always stand out, even among billions of others. This is what makes numismatics so thrilling. Every coin, no matter how ordinary it may seem, carries the possibility of being something extraordinary. The Roosevelt dime has remained largely unchanged for decades, and that continuity is part of its charm. The design is simple yet meaningful, timeless yet familiar. Franklin Roosevelt's portrait serves as more than just decoration. It reminds us of his leadership, his humanity, and his dedication to helping people overcome hardship. The reverse design reinforces the values of liberty, peace, and strength. These are ideals that Americans hold dear, and they are etched into every 2001 dime that passed through countless hands. For beginners, collecting a 2001 dime might be the first step into a larger world of numismatics. For experts, finding rare errors or high-grade examples is a serious challenge that keeps the hunt alive. Auction records have proven that some modern dimes can command prices far beyond what anyone might expect. The 2001 dime is no exception when rarity and condition align. this small coin is proof that even in a world of mass production, uniqueness and quality still hold incredible value. It is a reminder that treasures can still be found in the most ordinary places. So the next time you spot a 2001 Roosevelt dime in your change, take a moment to look more closely. What may seem common could be something truly special, and while most 2001 Roosevelt dimes remain worth only their face value, the rarest and finest examples have been valued as high as $37,000.